to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on another team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Bears will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. The build-up with all of the pranks and the hijinks sometimes seems almost as big as the big game itself. Stanford and Cal ready to square off for the Axe.
And memories of football players running down the field, running into band members at the end of crazy games. There have been some unbelievable moments in this great rivalry, and hopefully we're in for another great one today.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the most iconic moments in college football history. Now these guys get an opportunity to make their moments in this big rivalry game.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking for room, it's 4. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really actually more of a clap, which is interesting. But regardless, it doesn't matter what the records are between these two teams, Stanford and Cal. It comes down to this game. This is bragging rights, not just today, but for the rest of the year.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history, as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford, and you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, David, something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
The aerial assault continues. Pulls it in. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So California's offense has its first opportunity of the day. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Last time these two bitter rivals got together, there was joy in Strawberry Canyon as Cal won a close one.
And that win really propelled Cal for the rest of the season. It was a momentum builder for them, and it just sort of stumbled Stanford. They had a hard time turning the page. This is one of those games, David, where if you lose it, you risk getting beat twice because it's hard to come back from.
So you're saying it's almost like that axe chopped down the Stanford tree last year and just ruined the season? That's what you're saying? I mean, that's what rivalry games do. They deflate you sometimes, and they change the trajectory of your season, and especially with the fans.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
The Golden Bears in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. And it's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking, I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
The Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And the quarterback's showing a lot of toughness on that play, being able to focus downfield with all that pressure coming right ahead.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. It's a draw.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Brings up third down.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the first down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his man. It's Bachmeyer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. This one's complete.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter. They'll immediately call timeout. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Golden Bears start threatening on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Lets it go to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, Northern California is a region divided whenever the Golden Bears and Cardinal get together. And we've seen a lot of that spirit on display so far in the fight for the Stanford Axe. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Cal and Stanford plays out.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field, trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for space. It's Ott. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Third down coming up.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And now on third down after that last run. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Picks up the 1st down. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Tempo and overdrive. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. He's looking to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! The Bears have pushed out to a comfortable lead and now have their eyes on grabbing the axe.
And you know, in any rivalry game, momentum is a massive factor. Cal right now seems to be seizing on that, David, here in the second half. Let's see if they can close this out.
And I love you gave me professional analysis, but let's get back to what Reese Davis said. It's not really an axe, Reese. It's actually a trophy that has an axe on it. So they're not going to grab an actual axe. And just any chance I get to call out Reese Davis for being wrong, I'm going to do it.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Using the quick game. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Quick strike complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Gain of 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
Stanford quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. They're bringing heat. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking for a crease. It's Ott. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Trying the left side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
24, Stanford, 14.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man to the left. Off he goes. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Stanford!
Number 13.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The extra point.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Stanford, 21.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the offense on first down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.